Today I'm going to make a minestrone soup with some of the groceries that I have in my grocery haul up. I'll put a link up there. And it's a very frugal meal. Here is the hot Italian sausage that I got. That was $3.75 with $2 off, so $1.75. I'm going to use 6 sausages and remove the casings and put the other 6 in the freezer. I'm going to use 2, maybe 3 peppers. I'm going to be using some carrots, and I'm going to put the sausage in the pan, and then I'm also going to use 2 jars of beans, one's of the chickpeas and one's of the kidney beans that I canned earlier in another video, which I'll put the link up here. I'm going to throw them all in with the juices and all to help thicken the soup. Now I'm going to remove the casings and put in the pot. Here you go. You can see the sausages are removed from the casings, and I'm just going to turn on the stove and let that fry a little bit. Here's the other 6 sausages that I'm going to put in the freezer. I'm going to put some celery and some carrots and onions. I chose 3 peppers and garlic. I'm just going to chop this in a bit smaller pieces to put in the food processor so that the pieces are small enough for my family not to not enjoy, as they do not like big chunks. I'm putting about half a bulb of garlic, a head of garlic. That's about 7 or 8 cloves. And I'm going to chop this up so it doesn't stick at the bottom of the pan. Here we go. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the pan so that the meat doesn't stick. Oh, there's some steam. Just going to stir this a bit more so it doesn't stick. And now I am going to chop my vegetables in the food processor, and I'll dump them in the pot. Here's all the onions and celery and garlic. I chopped them into about 1-inch pieces, and I will just turn this on and chop it so it goes much faster, and it'll be much smaller pieces than I can do by hand, as my family does not like big chunks of vegetables in soups. I didn't put the peppers in this as it was quite full. Here we go. We'll just put this in the pot now. Take the blade out and just dump it in there. If there's a few that are a bit chunkier, that's fine. Oh, lots of steam. Now put the blade back in and I'll put the peppers in the food processor. I'll stir this up, and now put the peppers in, and chop that up. There we go. That should be small enough. And we'll put that in the food, into the pot. There's a few big chunks, but that's okay. Shake that out. And now I will just put this back on, and I will grab tomatoes to put in here. Normally I would use some cans of tomato sauce and that, or diced tomatoes, but I did my grocery haul yesterday and I bought 4 crates of tomatoes, so I'll use some of these fresh tomatoes in here and blend that and put that into the pot as my tomato base. I put them in whole. They've been washed, and this way it's just quicker. See, look at that. Oh, there's some steam. I'll do about 3 more batches of tomatoes because I want to get at least 8 to 10 liters of soup. So here we go. That's 3 batches of the tomatoes pureed and chopped. And now I'm going to bring this up to a boil. You can see the chunks aren't very big. The biggest chunks are the Italian sausage and some of the tomatoes. I'll now put the can of kidney beans in there, and then the jar of chickpeas. You can use whatever beans you have on hand. The recipe calls for white navy beans or white kidney beans or northern beans. I'm just using what beans I had available. You could add more if you want to, especially to make it stretch a bit further. This pot does make 14 liters or quarts, and right now we are at the 9-liter quart mark. I'm gonna put some Italian seasoning in there and some pepper and I'm going to put some salt in there, but not too much salt, as I want to put some chicken bouillon in, and that is salt, and it doesn't have MSG in it, and that gives a nice flavor. Since I added about 6 cups of water in here as well, the chicken bouillon will make a nice soup base. I'll put some bay leaves in here and bring this up to a boil for about half an hour, 45 minutes, until all the veggies are cooked and it has reduced a little bit. You gotta put the lid on now and get this cooking. Now I'm going to turn this down so it's on a simmer as it's on, has a rolling boil. And you can see that it's reduced now to about 8.5, 9 liters. I'm going to throw in some leftover package of pasta. Our pasta is about 900 grams, which usually does 2 meals. So usually I cook up the pasta all at once and then put the leftover cooked pasta in the fridge. But this time I must have just wanted to make enough for 1 meal. So I use whatever open packages of pasta put in it. I'm not going to put the whole half thing of pasta in here, as that would be too much. Oh, there's some steam. And let that go a bit and turn this down. Now there's about a cup left of pasta in the bag. I'll put away. And I'm going to cover this up and cook until the pasta is done. Probably about another 10 minutes or so. I just put on the low setting of the single burner because the low of the double burner, it was still at a rolling boil. So I'm just going to stir this up so nothing's sticking at the bottom and put the lid back on and let the pasta cook. Now you'll see the pasta all cooked and it's ready to eat. Oh, it just looks so yummy. It's now reduced down to about 8 liters of soup, or 8 quarts. And this will do for lunch today as well as lunch tomorrow, probably with some extra for another day. So if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and look at my other cooking videos for frugal ideas. Have a great day. Bye.